it's not just about the wait, but how you wait. You know, while we're waiting for God to answer that prayer, while we're waiting on God to do that thing, God is wanting to teach you about like real patience and real grace and real love. I say to my wife all the time, I understand Job and his silence now. You know what I'm saying? Because Job was silent because he didn't want to curse God. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to say anything that went against what God's heart was. I've learned to just like, sometimes those moments are just hard, and it's okay to be silent and wait for God.
This is Boost Radio. It's your boy Scooter, and I'm here with Don Ready. Stay ready.
What up? What up? It's your boy Don Ready. Stay ready, Mr. Young Greatness himself.
Man,
how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
First, let me start off this by saying you look good, sir.
Hey. I've been telling my family. I was like, I'm finna get to the point where I feel like I look good.
Yeah.
I said, then everybody's in trouble.
You got the baby blue genuine.
You know what I'm saying?
You got the Missy Elliott puff.
You feel me? I'm trying to do a little something.
Putting it together, man.
100%.
First and foremost, bro, I just want to say God is good.
Man, he is.
I want to start by opening up with gratitude, man. You went through a journey. Yeah. And to be here today right now is just all God, man. So I just want to give you a moment just to talk about God, bro, and what he's done for your life, and how he's brought you from a dark situation. Many may or may not know. I'll let you open up about that. But I just want you to share your heart about the goodness of God and what he's doing for you, bro.
For sure. Well, in 2023, I got diagnosed with cancer. And I'm telling you, man, one of the hardest things that I think you can do in life is for someone to tell you that there's something going on in your body that could kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many questions that you have to wrestle with.
Yes.
Right? It's like, am I okay with dying? Am I okay with, what if God doesn't answer this prayer?
Wow.
What if what if it doesn't go the way that I thought?
Wow.
But God is one of the biggest steps in faith and growing in faith. Faith is evidence of what's not seen.
Yes, sir.
And the substance of what's hoped for. So, God is always like, can you be optimistic and believe in what I can do? And that's the biggest thing, that you have to believe it first.
Yes.
I remember my wife literally was praying like, God, I pray that he just has a desire to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, has a desire to continue to move forward and fight.
Yeah, because situations can make you feel
my
like,
gosh.
man, you just throw your hands up.
Well, you just kind of like, and especially whenever it's a journey, it's a 2-year journey. And whenever you're on that journey, you can get so tired in the journey. In Galatians talks about, don't get weary in well doing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So many of us get so weary in our journeys and in our struggles, and we don't let the trial have its full work.
Wow.
We don't let the trial create in you perseverance.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And we just like quit in the middle. But one of the biggest things I learned is like, God is there in the middle with me.
Right there, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego.
And he's teaching. He's teaching. He's growing. He's, he's stretching, your faith. He's stretching what you mean to him. And my relationship is so much closer to the Lord from the journey that I've experienced. And I think that's God will flip a situation.
Yes,
he'll turn something that was meant for evil and turn it for your good.
Yeah.
And just now I have a story, what I'm saying, to tell. So
I love
it's
it.
amazing.
And the story that you've been telling, you've been pretty open with it as well.
Yeah.
And so how important is it for you to, because, some people will battle in silence.
Yeah.
They won't say anything.
Yeah.
They want to feel like, well, I don't want anybody in my business.
Yeah.
So how important was it for you to at least let people in on what's happening?
Well, I kept everything really in-house.
Yeah.
A lot about the journey and what was going on. And I haven't even shared all the details about what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, October last year, I was in the hospital and I could not even walk at all.
Jesus.
And the doctor was like, we don't know if you're going to walk again.
Jesus.
And when you experience that kind of thing, you don't know how to share that with people. And I was like, God, once we get to the end of this journey, I'm going to figure out how to deliver that. That's something that's fruitful for people, and not like just a blur. You know what I mean? So we're working on things like that right now, and trying to get the whole story together so we can deliver it to people. But it's just trying to be delicate, because everybody has their own situation.
Absolutely.
And you don't want to be insensitive. That's the biggest thing I said. I was like, I do not want to exploit this. I do not want to use this for marketing. I do not want to, because you just want to love people. And the best thing I can do is get the story and be able to deliver it to people in a package that they can hear and it can bless them.
And they'll be able to receive it and just see the glory of God and not be about you, but literally be about
100%.
God. And no matter what the situation may look like, whether they're going through this or going through that, they're going through health, going through money, finances, God can still show up and he can show out. Okay, so really quick, before you go, man, if you just had one thing, the season that you're in right now, even with God bringing you out of what you've been through, one thing that you can share with somebody that God is dealing with you that you said, like, all right, God, I can share this to somebody else?
Yeah, I think we don't understand what God is doing. We don't know what God is orchestrating, and it's not just about the wait, but how you wait. You know, while we're waiting for God to answer that prayer, while we're waiting on God to do that thing, God is wanting to teach you about like real patience and real grace and real love. You know, I say to my wife all the time, I understand Job and his silence now.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Job was silent because he didn't want to curse God.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to say anything that went against what God's heart was.
Absolutely.
You know, so I've learned to just like, sometimes those moments are just hard, and it's okay to be silent and wait for God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay to not understand and not know the answers.
Wow.
And just be able to rest in God.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? And
that's
just
powerful.
rest in his goodness. So that would be my message to people.
That's amazing. Well, Don Rady, man, I appreciate you, bro.
Man,
God bless you. I'm grateful for what everything is God has done in your life, and this friendship you have with young Chris is just
what?
like
That's my dog.
Y'all brothers. Like, this
You know
is
what I'm
just
saying?
real, genuine.
I gotta take the glasses off for this.
You gotta take the
You know what I'm
glasses
saying?
off.
That's my dog.
Man,
you feel me?
he got water.
That's my
Look,
brother. Go ahead, sprinkle some of that on me, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Give me right,
Almond
cuz.
bear.
You know what I'm saying? Give me right, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
That is what's up,
That's
though.
my
but
dog.
I love it.
My guy Tyler, my manager in the back,
Yeah.
our producer Nate. You know,
Yeah.
all those guys are back there. We all want to support each other and just love each other, man. That's all we trying to do.
And it's genuine. You don't see that a lot. A
Yeah.
lot of times people
That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Is that like people say all the time, they like, you and Chris is like, y'all real friends. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, we were friends first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
a
it's
blessing.
amazing, and you know, I'm telling y'all, that's my dog. He better than everybody, and I believe that. Don't get me talking crazy. You know how I do. Don't get me talking crazy.
Hey, talk
You're
your
looking at me
truth.
like, God, he's out here talking crazy, but that's my brother. You know, I
Yeah.
believe he's so talented, so gifted to do things for the Lord. And I pray that God continues to use everything that he's doing.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be there supporting my brother every single step. Right there, side stage, right before he walks on. I'm going to be right there.
And I just want to say, man, thank you for, just being a vessel. Thank you for trusting God, openly trusting God, not openly giving up.
Yeah.
And I'm just praying that God continues to elevate you, that you ain't seen nothing yet, and that, blessings upon blessings will start to come in your life. You've already seen some of the blessings, but I believe God has some even more things in store for you. I see documentaries. I see a lot of different things that God is going to do your way, and I'm just excited to witness what God is doing.
Yeah, well, thank you guys so much. Thank you for allowing me to just be here and sit with you and chat with you. Shout out Boost Radio.
Hey,
It's your boy Don Ready. Stay ready. Mr. Young Greatness himself. What's up?
let's do it.